Welcome to me and my uncle.
NFL Weekly Rundown, Week 4 of the 2025 season. Danny, good to see you.
Good to see you.
How did you enjoy the Week 3 football games?
Well, I think I missed a few of the Sunday games because I had a baseball game. And,
Let's see, what were the big games? Did you see last night's game, Detroit and Baltimore?
I saw a little bit of it.
Yeah, I picked that upset. I got it right. It was an exciting game too, 38-30. Did you see the Buffalo-Miami game on Thursday night?
Wasn't it like blowout?
Well, 31-21, and it was actually 21-21 in the second half. So
Really?
I feel like Tua threw an interception, and it was just too much Josh Allen. Did you see either the Vikings or the Bears victories on Sunday?
I think I saw the Bears.
They beat Dallas.
Maybe a little of
Yeah.
it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And who did the Vikings play?
Cincinnati without Joe Burrow.
Yeah, I did watch that.
Oof.
But that was like 45 to 10.
48-10. Vikings just cruised, and Jake Browning, whoa, he looked shaky. Well, do you want to hear the current records that we have right now going? Our standings, picking the games. Okay, I was kind of in a hurry because it's Tuesday and we're squeezing this in. You have football practice or something tonight, right? So I kind of was in a hurry. I didn't get my dad's, your grandpa's numbers yet. But straight up, picking winners, 33 wins, 32 wins. I had a little better week than you, week 3. I got 11 right and you got 9 right. So now I've got a 1-game lead. Against the spread, looks like you were 8-8. I was 9-7.
Who's winning on the spread?
I'm up by 1. 28 wins, 27 wins. Both of us have a winning record against the point spread, so if we were betting, we'd be making money. So that's something, right? So I'm not recommending that people necessarily listen to our advice, but you know. One other thing I should say before we get into the week 4 games, 225 views of last week's episode and 20 likes, a few really nice comments. We'll see if the momentum from last week sticks, or if maybe it was a bunch of bots or something, or if maybe I fell asleep and it just rewinded and started over like 30 times, 40 times. That could have happened. I don't know if it would count all those as a view though. Okay, it's week 4. It's Thursday night. Who is playing in the NFC West?
Seahawks, Cardinals.
How do you feel about this game?
Is Sam Darnold their Seahawks starter?
He is, yes. He's got them off to a 2-1 record. Last week they slaughtered Spencer Rattler in New Orleans.
I remember I saw like the recap of that crazy punt return.
Seattle?
Yeah.
They had was it a 95-yard
Yeah.
punt return or something? Yeah, and I think that guy caught a touchdown pass too. I don't remember his name. He's mostly just kind of a special teams player. But yeah, Seattle, they couldn't really run the ball, but Sam Darnold was near perfect, and they had that long punt return, and it wasn't even a contest. They beat New Orleans 44-13. Okay, to improve to 2-1, and then Arizona. Did you see their battle of teams that were undefeated against San Francisco? You see any of that one?
I don't think. I saw a little bit.
Yeah, it was tied at 13. The Cardinals got a safety to go up 15-13, and then I think San Francisco got the ball back and ended up kicking a field goal with no time left. And they won 16-15. So the Cardinals had a tough loss, and their running back James Conner really hurt his leg or his foot or his ankle or something. He's done for the year. So Trey Benson is a second-year player who's really going to have to step up.
Yeah.
So both these teams are 2-1. Both these teams are in the NFC West. I did remember to look up the records all time for these teams when they play each other. So these teams haven't always been division rivals because Seattle joined the NFC in I think 2002. Until then, they were an AFC team. So these teams haven't played a ton, but the Seahawks lead the all-time series 29 wins, 22 losses, and 1 tie. So, on this Thursday night game, battle between 2-1 NFC West teams, what are your feelings?
I think Sam Darnold is going to play like he played last game, so good.
Yeah, he was great.
But I think Cardinals will put up a little better of a fight.
Okay. Do you have a 1.5 point spread, Seattle?
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I have too.
I have Seattle covering this point spread.
Okay.
28-20.
I'm going to have Arizona covering the point spread, but Seattle winning the game 21-20. Okay, this game is in Dublin, Ireland, and it's going to be at 8:30 in the morning our time. It is the first, at least, regular season game that's ever been played in Ireland. Yeah.
Okay.
For what that's worth.
Vikings, Steelers.
Yeah. So you didn't see the Vikings game? Or
I
some bits and
watched
pieces
a
of it?
little bit.
They forced 5 turnovers by the Bengals.
5?
Jake Browning, Jamar Chase fumbled. I think one of their running backs fumbled. It was a mess by Cincinnati. And one of the guys, I think he's a cornerback for the Vikings, Isaiah Rodgers, had both an interception return touchdown and a fumble return touchdown. So 2 defensive touchdowns for the Vikings. If Isaiah Rodgers is not the NFC Defensive Player of the Week, it seems like that would be crazy for him not to be, because there's this website called Pro Football Focus. They give a grade to every player who plays, up to 100. Isaiah Rodgers got the highest score ever, a 99.9.
Really?
So they think he had like the best game in recent history.
Wow.
Yeah. I said the Vikings forced 5 turnovers. So did the Steelers. They forced 5 turnovers against New England. But they only had 203 yards of offense, so they kind of struggled. You force 5 turnovers in a game, you should do what the Vikings did. You should destroy the Bengals. The Steelers forced 5 turnovers, and they were in a struggle. They only beat New England 21-14. So, knowing this, what do you know?
Wow.
What do you think you know?
I know the Vikings are probably the better team.
I would agree with that. Do you have 2.5 point favorite? Purple? Okay, I must have gone up to 2.5. I'm not really certain why, but yeah.
I know that I really deeply down really dislike Aaron Rodgers.
As do I. And I shouldn't say hate because that's so cruel, but I strongly, as strong as I can dislike a player, that is how much I dislike Aaron Rodgers.
But the complete opposite for pretty much all the Vikings.
Jefferson, Addison will be back. Jordan Mason. I think Wentz is going to start again, it sounds like. He was okay. He didn't have to do a whole lot because Jordan Mason had a big game and because the defense was just, Jake Browning had no clue. He had no clue what to do. So we hate Aaron Rodgers, or we strongly dislike Aaron Rodgers. You at least are a Vikings fan. I live in the state of Minnesota. What do you think?
I think it's going to be a close game. I have Steelers covering the point spread.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Vikings 31. Steelers 30.
Oh, nice.
So really
That'll be
high score.
That would be a fun game for Ireland's first game ever. I'm going to have the Vikings cover the point spread. I just think like what you said. The Vikings are the better team. Pittsburgh's been struggling. They got smoked by Seattle. They barely beat the Jets. They barely beat New England. The Vikings, meanwhile, I know they had that game against the Falcons that wasn't the best. But they seem to...
All the other games were.
Yeah, and the
Pretty
Steelers still aren't playing a whole lot of defense. I guess they got 5 turnovers against New England. So maybe their defense is getting stronger. I'm going to go Vikings 23, Steelers 19. Okay, noon. One of these teams is 2-1. One of these teams is 0-3.
One of these teams is actually 3-0.
Oh, 3-0. I thought it was the other LA team. Okay, sorry. Yeah, you're right. 3-0 against 0-3.
Chargers, Giants.
Yeah, did you see any of the Chargers and your Uncle Tim's Broncos game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed like Herbert, they were losing 20-13 with less than 3 minutes left. Then they scored the next 10 points. They won 23-20. They're now 3-0, and they beat every single team in their division.
One of the best teams, kind of surprising.
It is kind of surprising, I would say. I mean, okay, so they beat the Raiders and they beat Denver at home. I guess that's not surprising, but
That's
beating the
not
Chiefs was kind of surprising.
But
Yeah.
I guess now that you see it, Chiefs are not looking so good at all.
Not great. So that division, all of a sudden, could the Chargers take it? Because the Chiefs have had just a stronghold on that division for years. So maybe it's turning over, which I think you would like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love that.
And then the Giants.
And then the Giants.
The other side. So Russell Wilson was awful on Sunday night against the Chiefs. I think it was Sunday night or Monday. They asked the head coach, Brian Daboll, will Russell Wilson start week 4? He said, I don't know. Turns out today, rookie Jackson Dart from Ole Miss will start his first NFL game.
I think he wasn't in Oregon.
Ole Miss.
Ole
That's the
Miss,
University
oh.
of Mississippi. Yeah.
Huh.
So, he was good enough in college to be a first-round draft choice, but most rookie quarterbacks starting for 0-3 teams don't have good debuts.
Wasn't Oregon's quarterback Gabriel Davis?
Dylan Gabriel.
Dylan Gabriel.
Yeah, and he's on Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Yeah. Yeah.
So 2 rookie quarterbacks?
Yeah, they picked Dylan Gabriel in the...
Shador Sanders
Yeah.
and Dylan Gabriel.
Not a lot of teams do that. One year, I remember the Washington team, they picked Robert Griffin III in the first round and Kirk Cousins in the 4th round.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So then Cleveland, you remember? I don't know if you were born.
I don't remember that, but I do remember Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
On
On Washington.
Yeah.
Yep. So it doesn't happen too often. But yeah, Jackson Dart was drafted ahead of both of those guys Cleveland took. So he's getting his first start in New York against a 3-0 Chargers team. So how are things going to go for Jackson Dart on Sunday, do you think?
Horrible.
I kind of tend to agree with you. Do you have Chargers by 6.5?
I got 5.5.
I wonder if it went up to 6.5 when they said Jackson Dart would start. So, score? What are you feeling?
30-21.
30-21? Okay.
Chargers.
Okay. Oh, you don't want 31-21?
What?
Did you
31-20.
31-21? Okay. I'm gonna have a similar Chargers covering the point spread by double digits. Chargers 27 and Giants 13. On to the next game, and this, 0-3 against 0-3.
One of the teams is kind of surprising.
I would say yes to that.
Titans, Texans.
And which is the surprising of the 0-3 teams?
Texans.
And why would you be surprised that they're 0-3?
Well, I guess it's not too surprising because a lot of their good players are injured.
But usually you don't go from a 2-time division champion to winless in the first 3 games. And I mean, they lost to Jacksonville. You know, that's not a great team.
Who's in their division?
Colts, who are 3-0. Titans, who are 0-3. and the Jags, who are 2-1.
So not a too hard division.
No, but
So,
they're 3 games behind Indy already.
so Colts might be kicking in this year.
Could be.
With
Your boy Dimes.
Danny Dimes.
Yeah.
Daniel Dimes.
Yeah, this division could be wide open. Tennessee, Cam Ward was sacked 4 times in the loss to Indy. Now he's been sacked 15 times in 3 games.
Times.
That's 5 a game, and that'd be 85 sacks if he's sacked 5 times every game. Caleb Williams was sacked 68 times last year, his rookie year, and that was way too many. So Cam Ward, he needs to find a way to avoid sacks. And same thing, CJ Stroud isn't getting sacked a ton, but their offensive line is not giving him any time to pass. Nico Collins had a big fumble as they were kind of getting ready to score a touchdown or at least kick a field goal.
I played a team, I think, with Nico Collins, but he got 15 points, I think.
He probably scored a touchdown then. I don't remember who scored their touchdown. They only scored, I think, maybe 10 points against Jacksonville. Yeah, they lost 17-10. So that's what I know about these teams. I know they're both struggling, and one of them's going to get their first win of the year.
Or tie.
Or tie, which wouldn't really help either of them that
It would
much.
probably be like 10-10 though.
Okay,
if it
you're
was
thinking a snoozer?
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking it's going to be a low-scoring game too.
But I got Texans 21. I can't even read my own handwriting. I'm gonna go Texans 21.
Mm-hmm.
Titans 14.
Okay, so you've got Houston covering the 6.5 point spread.
Yeah.
I forgot to tell you, all-time record between these teams, pretty close. Titans 24 wins, Texans 22 wins.
Aren't the Texans kind of a newer team?
They're the newest team, so that's why these teams have only played 46 times when like the Bears and Packers have played almost 200 times. You know?
Aren't they the oldest teams?
They are, yep.
Vikings are pretty old, right?
They were from, I think, 1960 was maybe their first year, where the Bears' first year was, I think, 1919.
Wasn't our division kind of the oldest division, most likely?
The NFC, it used to be probably, I think the leagues shifted a little bit over time. Like the Buccaneers actually used to be in the Bears division with the Vikings and the Lions and the Packers when they had 5 teams in the division.
Wow.
But then they kind of made it a little more geographical, where it just made sense. Okay, did I say, I'm going to have Houston, I'm going to have Tennessee cover the spread, Houston win the game, 19-14. We are on to a battle between NFC teams. 1-2-1, 1-1-2, I think.
2-1, 1-2, yeah.
Yep, and what is it?
Commanders, Falcons.
Well, Jaden Daniels didn't play the game against the Raiders. They didn't really miss a beat, if you
Did
saw.
he get hurt?
Well, he was hurt. He hurt up his knee in the Packer game a little bit. And I think that the coaches saw, like, it's the Raiders. It's in Washington. Do we really need Jaden Daniels? And they didn't. They won pretty easily, 41-24 against the Raiders. And Marcus Mariota, their quarterback, actually played really well. I think he had a touchdown running, and he was effective passing. And they ran for 200 yards, which they don't have the greatest running backs. And usually they're running so much because Jaden Daniels is a good runner.
Jaden Daniels is better than some running backs, I'd say.
He could be, yeah. Now Atlanta, oh my, did you see what they did on Sunday?
Who did they play?
Carolina, and they lost
Yeah, that was crazy.
30-0. Whoa. Whoa. And they fired a wide receiver coach this week. So they're kind of rattling the cage and saying, hey guys, like, this is unacceptable. We're going to fire the wide receiver coach, but pretty soon it's going to be players getting benched, you know?
Bijan, I don't think.
They're not benching Bijan, no. I don't think he has to be too concerned. And I would doubt if they would bench Michael Penix, but he had a really, really, really bad pick 6. where he just threw to the sideline really late and almost just turning his back and chucking it. And a Carolina guy was just planted there. Picked it off, ran like 20 yards, touchdown. Do you have Washington as 2.5-point favorites in Atlanta?
Washington 2.5.
Okay, so what are you thinking on this one?
I mean, both of the teams are normally pretty good. Well,
Washington's
except
maybe a
for
little
2
better.
years ago.
Well, Washington, yeah, but that was a long time ago now, it
That
seems like,
was-
doesn't it?
That was horrible.
Yeah.
Tough
Well,
to watch.
And Atlanta's got a bad taste in their mouth after getting pasted by Carolina. Oof.
Yeah, that
Oof.
was pretty sad. So, will they be thinking about it and be super ashamed of themselves?
They probably should be, but most of these teams just say, we're turning the page, Washington's our next opponent, we're not even thinking about Carolina.
So, Commanders may be looking a little better.
Okay,
Falcons running back one of the best.
I agree.
But is Jaden Daniels going to play?
We don't know right now. I think it's questionable, but I think the fact that he sat out last game gives him a better chance to play this next one.
Okay.
Because he's going to rest and get that knee healthy, right?
And even if he doesn't play, Marcus Mariota looked good.
Yeah, he looked like he can run the offense.
So, I got Commanders obviously winning. Well, kind of not obvious, but
Yeah, it is a close point spread, but yeah.
I got Commanders winning 28-24.
Okay, so you do have Washington covering the spread, and so do I. I'll go Commanders 27, Falcons 20. Okay, biggest point spread of the year, and I saw it was the biggest point spread against the team that is expected to lose. The longest point spread against that team since 1975, before I was born. So, who is the giant team and who is the weakling in this
The Mouse,
one?
Saints.
Yeah.
The Elephant, Bills.
Yeah, and what do you know about what these teams? We talked a little bit when we talked about Darnold, that New Orleans couldn't stop anything. Spencer Rattler. Now, did I write down his record? He's 0-9 as a starter. They actually put in second round rookie Tyler Show, I think, or Shuck or something like that is his name. He played a little bit at the end of the game. I think Spencer Rattler's still going to start this one, but either way, how are they going to be able to keep this game even close against Buffalo?
Yeah, honestly, I'll just forfeit.
Well, I think they're going to take the plane ride and at least spend the Sunday afternoon in Buffalo. The Bills game, Josh Allen, 3 touchdown passes. James Cook is looking like one of the best running backs. He had 100 yards
Yeah.
and a touchdown. He's ripping off big runs, too. Like, he's looking good.
So, I've got Bills. Now, this is obvious.
Do you have a 15.5 point spread? That's huge that's more than 2 touchdowns for an NFL game.
So, again, I got the Bills obviously winning.
Mm-hmm.
45-21.
Oof. Okay, so Bills covering. I'm going to have a big spread too. I think the Bills will cover. Don't quite have as many points, but I'm going to say Buffalo 38, Saints 10, and I think this could be Spencer Rattler's last ride as the starter. I feel like after they get smoked by the Bills, it could be time to turn the page. Speaking of turning the page, this is a big game between 3-0 NFC teams.
Eagles, Bucks.
Wow. Do you have Eagles favored by 3.5?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see? There was a crazy endings on Sunday. Did you see the end of the Eagles game? The Rams were lining up for a field goal to win it
Oh, yeah, and then it got blocked, right?
and return for a touchdown.
Yeah.
So that won them. They won the game because they blocked the field goal, but then they covered the point spread because they returned it for a touchdown. So that was.
Who did the Bucks play?
The Bucks had a similar game against the Jets. The Bucks were kicking a field goal to go up by 9. It got blocked by the Jets. The same guy who blocked it scooped it, ran it the whole way. Then the Jets were winning by, I think, 1. Baker, because he's Baker Mayfield, just rolls on down the field, gets them in field goal range. This time, nobody there to block it. It's good. 3 weeks in a row, Baker Mayfield has led drives, I think in the last minute of the game, to win. Those were 2 of the wilder games on Sunday, and now these teams meet. What do you think? Oh, I should say Mike Evans hurt his hamstring, and he's going to miss a couple weeks.
Okay.
He missed a couple games last year, too.
So I have lots of points out of this game. I got 61.
Oh, wow.
And I have a really close game. I do think Baker's gonna get it done.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if the Eagles are also gonna get it done.
It could just be a back and forth kind of game. Maybe it'll be one where it's like the last team with the ball is the winner.
Yeah, I think it might go into overtime.
Ooh.
So I got
little change, little slight revision.
Okay.
I
got the upset here. I'm taking the Bucks.
Oh.
31-30.
Funny, I thought I was going to be on an island solo on this one.
I knew you were going to pick it too.
I picked Tampa. So we're on the same page. We're both picking Tampa to cover the spread. What was your score again? 31-30?
Yeah.
I'm going to say 24-20.
So
yeah.
I got a
little higher score.
A lot of more points.
Right, but either way, we have close games, and I think Baker's magic is going to come through one more week. It's in Tampa Bay too. And Philly wasn't great against the Rams. They got behind 7-26 in the third quarter. They were losing by 19 points. Great fourth quarter, great end of the third quarter. And the Rams are a good team too. But the Bucks, I think the Bucks just have some mojo going about them.
I think the Bucks are gonna be one of the better teams this year.
Yeah. We'll see. So far, so good for them. Okay, here's a team that had a very surprising win that we love, and a team that also had a surprising win last night.
So, Browns, Lions.
Did you see the Cleveland Browns were losing 10-0 to the hated Green Bay Packers? And I will use the word hate there. They were losing with 4 minutes left. They ended up kicking 2 field goals and a touchdown. One of the field goals on the last play of the game. Cleveland beats the Packers 13-10.
That was probably the biggest upset. Oh, well, or the Falcons, Carolina.
Yeah, I mean, both of those are pretty big. I would almost say Cleveland, because think of how hot the Packers were. They beat Detroit easily. They beat Washington easily. And then they lose on their first road game to Cleveland. Ooh. So Cleveland's got to be feeling pretty good. And talk about feeling good, Detroit. How about last night? 224 yards rushing against the Ravens. Montgomery got 2. Gibbs got 2. Montgomery had the longest run of the season, like a 72-yarder. And you think of Gibbs as the fast guy, right? Montgomery just got a huge hole, and he just took it. And he got tackled at the 10-yard line or 15-yard line. But he was just scooting.
So, what I think about this game is, I kind of hate to blame it on the Bears, but I think after that game, Lions are just going to go up.
They kind of got everything right that game.
Yeah.
It seemed like, yeah.
And I think after that game, they're just gonna maybe go all the way after that game.
Okay. Well, this doesn't look like the biggest test on the schedule. Do you have Detroit favored by 7.5?
I got 8.5.
That might, yeah, we'll call it 7.5. That's what it was today. So, do you have any deeper thoughts about this one?
Well, I think Amon-Ra did pretty much. I think he got it done perfectly.
He scored a touchdown, and yeah, Goff did what he needed to do. Mostly, they leaned on the running game, and they possessed the ball. They kept the ball away from Lamar Jackson, and that was a good strategy. Sometimes, if you ever hear this, the best offense, or wait a minute, I'm gonna screw that up. But the best defense is keeping your offense on the field.
Yeah.
For a long time, because like the Lions had like a 10-minute drive. Well, that's 10 minutes when Lamar Jackson's sitting on the bench, and he can't hurt you from the bench, right?
Yeah.
One thing about this game too, two of the better pass rushers in the league, Myles Garrett on Cleveland, Aiden Hutchinson on Detroit. Yeah. So where are you leaning on this one?
Well, either way, the Browns surprisingly got it done in Green Bay. I don't think they're gonna get it done again.
I don't either, but I like that they did it against Green Bay. Yeah.
That was great.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm picking Lions 30, Browns 21.
Okay, I'm gonna also have the Lions cover the spread, but I'll keep it one possession technically. Lions 24 and Browns 16. So here is the game between AFC and NFC teams. Both are 1 and 2.
Wow. Surprisingly winning Panthers.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Patriots.
And what else is surprising is the winner of this game is actually going to be 2 and 2, right?
Yeah.
So the Panthers, their surprising beatdown of the Falcons, 30 donut. I think that's the first shutout of the year, don't you? I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Maybe we'll have to check that.
I think maybe one was against the Saints. Maybe not.
I'll have to look it up later. New England, when they played Pittsburgh, lost 4 fumbles and Drake May threw an interception. You have 5 turnovers in the game. That is a recipe for losing football. So you've got one team, but neither of these teams I think are very good. If you were going to rank every team from 1 to 32, these teams would probably be in the bottom 6.
Yeah, about there.
But somebody's probably going to win, barring a tie. Do you have Patriots favored by 5.5?
I got 4.
Oh.
4.5.
I wonder why it went up. Well, the people in Vegas seem to believe in the Patriots. Do you?
Guess so.
At least this week.
Yes.
Okay.
I got Drake May getting it done not on the road.
In Foxborough at home, yep.
Yeah. 21 to 17.
Ooh, almost the same score as me.
What was it, like 20 to 17?
20 to 17 Patriots. So we're both expecting Carolina to at least put up a fight.
Yeah.
Might be kind of a boring game. I don't think either of these teams are really that good.
Yeah.
First game at 3 o'clock.
Okay game, I would say. Jags 49ers.
Based on the records, this is 2-1 against 3-0. So, you know.
Yeah.
With the win over Houston on Sunday, the Jags got to 2-1, and that's with Trevor Lawrence not really playing very well. 4 touchdowns, 4 interceptions in 3 games. Not great, Trevor. Not great.
But their defense got it done.
Yeah, remember his name used to be Josh Allen, but now I think he calls himself Josh Hines Allen. He's the pass rusher for the Jags. I was watching some of that game, and you heard his name a lot. Like, he was bothering C.J. Stroud.
Really?
Yeah, he seems like he's kind of blossoming into a pretty good player. Hey, San Francisco, with Purdy out, with Kittle out, the last 2 games, they get 2 wins. They're 3-0. Oh, but wait a minute. Their pass rusher, Nick Bosa. He hurt.
Did he get
I
hurt?
think he tore his ACL or something like that. He's done for the year. He won't be coming back.
Is this the last game missing Kittle?
I think he was
I
put
think
on
he was
injured
out for
reserve. Does he
4
have to miss 4 games? He played week 1 and then he missed 2 and 3, so he's gonna have to miss 2 more games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yep.
So this game,
And then
and
next
yeah.
game. Yep. Do you have San Francisco by 3.5?
4.
Okay. So right now we don't really know. Mac Jones kind of got banged up at the end of the last game.
Yeah.
But I think Purdy will be back. I can't say for sure. If I had to guess, I would say Brock Purdy's going to play.
Did he get hurt a little bit?
Yeah, he missed the last 2 games. I forget. He had 2 injuries. I think one was like an elbow and one was his foot or something like that. So I don't think they were so serious that he had to be put on injured reserve or anything like that. And usually if a guy gets an injury and he's not put on injured reserve, it means it's only for a couple of weeks. Because you're going to have to miss 4 games if they put you on injured reserve.
Yeah.
At least 4. Making a little change? Oh, change to a different game.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what about this one? Before we get on to the other one.
I think 49ers are gonna play like the team they were 2
years ago when they were one of the best in the league.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Trevor's gonna put up a fight but not get it done.
Okay.
28-21, 49ers.
Okay. I have the Niners also covering the point spread with a little smaller margin of victory and a little smaller score. I'll say San Francisco 23, Jacksonville Jaguars 17. I don't know if you would have said this is a good game when the season started, but it kind of looks like a big game.
Yeah, this looks like a good game.
Yeah, who is it?
Colts Rams.
Do you know that the Indianapolis Colts, or how about this? I'll ask you it as a question. How many times have the Indianapolis Colts punted in 3 games?
Punted in 3 games. 10 times?
Once.
Once.
1 punt.
Really?
That tells you how good Indiana Jones, Danny Dimes, and Jonathan Taylor and that offense are cooking.
Is Michael Penix?
Pittman,
Yeah,
Michael
Michael
Pittman. He actually, I think he did have 100 yards and maybe a touchdown last game. I think he's probably their most talented receiver. Their guy Tyler Warren, did you pick him up, the Colt? He's pretty good. The rookie tight end. Now the Rams, we talked about it a little with Philadelphia. They had 2 field goals blocked. One was just blocked in the middle of the game. The second one, it was blocked, and to add insult to injury, Philly took it all the way to the house for a touchdown.
That was pretty tough for them.
Yeah, and the Rams blew that, I think, 26 to... They had a 26-7 lead early in the 3rd quarter, and then they blew it. So the Colts are coming in red hot. Rams are probably coming in a little mad, you know? Well, what are you going to give us on this one?
I think Danny Dimes or Indiana Jones.
Whatever you want to call him. Yeah, Daniel Jones.
I think he's going to get it done on the road.
Ooh, well.
28-20.
Do you have a 3.5 point Rams spread?
Yeah.
As do I. I'm going to be on the other side of this one. I think it will be an entertaining game, but I think I just trust Matthew Stafford a little bit more than Dimes. So I'm going to say Rams 30. Oh, your mom wants those pretzels out of your face. Yeah, there you go. Rams 30, Colts 24. And okay, here's a game that I bet at the beginning of the season you would say, this is the best game of week 4.
But
Now they're both 1 and 2.
last year this would have been a good game,
Mm-hmm.
but not so much anymore.
Well,
Well,
maybe. The winner is going to be 2 and 2. The loser 1 and 3. Oof. Who is it?
Ravens Chiefs.
Did you catch any of the Chiefs Sunday night game against the Giants?
Yeah, I got a little bit of it. I was kind of asleep.
It kind of was. I think it was 22-9 was the final. And there was nothing special from Mahomes. There was nothing really special from the running game. Like Pacheco didn't have a big game. The Giants are just really bad, and the Chiefs played good defense. Now the Ravens, here's an interesting statistic. The Ravens have scored 40 in one game, 41 in another, and 30 in last night's game. And they've managed to lose 2 of those games.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
I read today it's the highest scoring team for any team in NFL history to start 1 and 2. So most of the time, if you score that many points, you're probably 3 and 0, or maybe you're 2 and 1. But if you're 1 and 2, your defense has been shaky. And somebody surprisingly who's been a little shaky, Derrick Henry has fumbled in every single game.
Yeah.
Last night's wasn't as important as his fumble against the Bills, but he's fumbled in 3 straight games. You don't really want to see your running back fumble 3 times all season.
And last year you would call him King Henry. Now,
I think he's still the king, but he's got to hold on to the ball.
Yeah.
Got to hold on to the ball. Okay, do you have Ravens favored by 2.5, even though it's in KC?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what do you think on this one?
I have a really high scoring game.
Okay.
I wouldn't call it too much of a blowout, but I would call it a high scoring game.
High scoring. So that's kind of a shootout. Like a basketball
Yeah.
game. They're just scoring a bunch of points.
41 to 31.
Can I guess who?
Sure.
Baltimore. I knew it. So your Emmeline's not forcing you to pick Kansas City anymore? You're a man of your own?
No.
Okay, good for you. I'm going to agree that Baltimore is going to win. I agree that Baltimore is going to cover the point spread. Ravens 27 and Chiefs 20. Big game for me. Big game for you.
Bears Raiders.
So remember I said I wouldn't pick the Bears until they would win a game?
Yeah.
And then they won one. Hey, look at that.
Yay.
Tyreek Stevenson didn't play like the worst cornerback in the league. He actually had a really good game. And Caleb Williams, he missed a few passes, but he had 4 touchdowns. He had 298 yards. He had no interceptions. On the season now, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception for Caleb. He's playing pretty well.
Pretty better than last year.
He's still a little inaccurate. I feel like there were some
Yeah.
plays, even in the Dallas game, that they won pretty easily. There were some more plays to be made. But they were having fun. Did you see the flea flicker where he handed it off to Swift? And then Swift lateraled it back to Caleb, and Caleb chucked it down the field to the rookie Luther Burden.
I think so.
Like a 65-yard touchdown. That was a pretty cool trick play that they ran. As for Vegas, blown out in Washington, they got a bad offensive line. They were sacked 5 times by the Commanders, and they have no running game. And why? They have Ashton Genty. He should give them a running game, and they're not getting one.
But offensive line is not helping at all.
No, they have to do their part. I mean, that's the thing, is like Saquon Barkley with the Giants, he was a good running back. You put him on the Eagles behind that offensive line, he is a great running back. So you put a guy, Ashton Genty, we don't really know. Is he going to be great? Well, it's hard for him to be great, I think, with the Raiders not making any holes for him.
If he goes to a better team, he might turn out like Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, well, he's stuck on the Raiders for at least a few years, more than likely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you know about this one? I've got the Bears actually as 1.5-point road favorites.
Yeah.
And in a place like Las Vegas is a place where a lot of people like to go to vacation. Sometimes it can be like, half the crowd is cheering for one team and half the crowd is cheering for the other team, for the Raiders. I think there are going to be a lot of Bears fans in Vegas. I do for this one.
That's good.
This is a big game for the Bears to get back to 2-2, to get to their bye week, to try to get healthy for their next 12 games. Should we be afraid? Should we be confident?
Yes.
Yeah.
You should be confident but not afraid.
Who's going to be the guy who does it for the Bears?
Honestly, I think the tight ends are going to put up a good fight.
Cole Kmet had a touchdown
against
against the Cowboys, and Colston Loveland got a little dinged up. They are hopeful that he will play.
Yeah, and if he does, I think passing game is going to go
good. Good. Well, Caleb's been clicking lately, so what have you got for a score here in Vegas?
28, Chicago, and Raiders 21.
I'll take the Bears covering the point spread. I'm drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm back on board. Bears 27, Raiders 24. And please don't disappoint me, Bears. I don't know that I picked the Bears game right. I definitely picked Detroit to beat them.
Yeah.
But that's the only one I got right. Okay, Sunday night, the return of Micah Parsons. Who's playing?
Blah
Mm-hmm.
and Cowboys.
And blah would be the Green Bay Packers, who, when we talked about the Cleveland game, the Packers blew a 10-point lead with less than 4 minutes left.
They did not play good at all.
They got in field goal range and could have kicked a field goal with, I think, like 50 seconds left. Blocked by Cleveland. There were a lot of blocked field goals last weekend. Cleveland got the ball back. Joe Flacco put him in position to kick a long field goal. And if you remember, the Browns kicker, I think his name is Schmidt or something like that, he missed a field goal, missed an extra point week 1, and it really cost them against the Bengals. This week he gets to be the hero when he kicks the game winner against the Packers. Dallas, CeeDee Lamb, fantasy, hurt. He's going to miss a couple weeks. And they got blown out pretty bad by 17 points to our Chicago Bears. So, Sunday night in Dallas, but the Packers are 6.5-point favorites.
Yeah.
What do you... I don't really like either of these teams. Well, I really don't like one of these teams, and I never like the Cowboys. The only time to like the Cowboys is when they're really bad.
Yeah. So, I have to take blah.
As do I.
But I have Cowboys putting up a good fight.
Oh, okay.
I got Cowboys covering the point spread. Blah, 28.
Mm-hmm.
And Cowboys 24.
Tight game. I'm going to have a one-possession game, but I will have Green Bay covering the spread. Let's go Pack 27, Cowboys 20, and I think Micah Parsons will sack Dak Prescott at least once. I think he's going to be kind of fired up for this one.
Now, the next game, first game on Monday.
2 on Monday night again this week.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, battle of 0-3 teams. Ouch.
Another, like the Texans and the Titans.
Did you see I have this on both pages too? So,
Yeah.
yeah, that was a mistake. But,
the Jets, the team we hated last year.
and I don't mind them this year, you know.
Yeah. And then the team you picked for the Super Bowl winners
Last year. Who is it?
Jets and Dolphins.
Yeah, these teams are division rivals. Miami has 61 wins all time. The Jets have 57 wins all time, and there's been one tie. So pretty even throughout history. The Jets, I told you against Tampa, they were losing 23-6. They had a big comeback with a blocked field goal. Tyrod Taylor had a couple touchdowns. But they eventually lost to Baker and the Bucs, and now they're 0-3. Miami battled for about 3 quarters against Buffalo, but they lost by 10, and now they're 0-3. So something's got to give here. Like we said during the Tennessee-Houston game, unless it's a tie, somebody's getting their first win.
Yeah, which I hope it's the Dolphins.
I kind of think this one's going to be a little bit of a snoozer. What about you?
Yeah.
Do you have Dolphins by 2.5?
Yeah.
And?
I've got the Dolphins covering the point spread.
Me too.
And I got Dolphins 21 and Jets 17.
We had a pretty similar score. Dolphins 23, Jets 20. Now a game that is probably going to start around the time when you have to go to bed on Monday night.
Oh, I don't go to bed until like 8:30.
Oh, they both start at the same time. Oh, okay. I thought, because do you remember when that Chargers-Raiders game was on Monday night?
Oh,
and I think
yeah.
that didn't start till like 9 or 9:15.
Well, Jets is 6:15.
Okay.
Broncos.
So they'll be going on at the same time, and you'll be able to pick which one you like better.
Yeah. Well, but this one's 7:15.
Yeah, so you can watch the first one for an hour,
yeah.
and then when this one starts, you can kind of
Yeah.
decide. And this one looks like the better game, I guess.
Yeah.
Who is it?
Bengals, Broncos.
But man, Jake Browning was awful in Minnesota. And they didn't have any run game. They didn't play any defense. What did you do, Bengals? Did you do anything right? You really can't say they did anything right when they lose 48-10.
Yeah.
That's bad. Denver blew a lead against the Chargers. Now they're 1-2 and 2 games behind the Chargers in the AFC West. So Denver was supposed to be, they might be this sneaky good team. And Bo Nix is just he's not really playing better than he did last year.
Yeah, same as Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, he only played in 2 games, so it's hard to,
Yeah.
hard to critique him. I guess, we've only had 3 games for Nix, but, they're only 1-2. Bengals are 2-1, but I kind of feel like with Browning at quarterback, it could get tough for them.
Yeah. So, well.
I know which team you like better.
Well, I kind of like the Broncos.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right.
But I'm taking the upset.
Oh.
This is the upset.
7.5 point favorites for the Broncos?
That's
You take a big upset. Going out on a limb.
So, I got the Bengals 28-24.
Is that to say you believe that Jake Browning will kind of put it together a little bit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I am going to vehemently disagree with you on this one.
Okay.
I'm going to take the favorite. I'm going to take the safe pick. And I'm going to take the Broncos to cover. I just think I don't believe in Jake Browning. I kind of have to see it to buy into it. I'll say Denver 24 and the Cincinnati Bengals 14.
Okay.
So I think we're different on, maybe 3 or 4 games, something like that.
Yeah.
Seems like. You're 1 game behind in the standings, both against the point spread and picking winners. But you're in striking distance, right?
Yeah.
So a good week here, and I think you could pull ahead again. Which game are you most excited about here, week 4?
Bucks, Eagles.
Oh, okay. The battle of NFC powerhouses.
Yeah.
And would you say there's a game you are least excited about?
Either the one we just talked about, Miami.
And the Jets.
And the Jets.
I bet it's the other 0-3s.
Yeah, Titans, Texans.
Yeah, that's a pretty boring game. Well, another successful. Well, we won't call it successful until we see how our picks go. But at least we have another week, right? So, Caleb's back. I'm back on the bandwagon for better or worse. So I'll probably go picking the Bears every time now. But, you know,
Okay.
I'll learn my lesson soon enough. Is your mom there? No? Do you remember how to hit the red button?
Yeah.
Thanks, people. We'll see if we get 225 views again and 20 likes. It's been real. See you next week. Just the red one.
3, 2, 1.